Oh, man, you guys have tuned into the right podcast. Tell them.
That's right.
You've tuned into the right podcast.
Yeah, you did.
On the wrong day.
You did. Oh, my God, we're so happy you did, too, because this is going to be an epic night, I think. There's going to be dice thrown.
Ooh,
There's
I
gonna
feel
be,
like a quarantine-ager.
Who's getting a critical hit tonight?
Mel and I have been on a hot streak
one.
lately, so yeah.
Yeah, Mel's do too. Mel's do too. I don't roll critical hits, so.
I'm rolling a
Why
critical
was
hit
the
today.
DM's hand up first on a critical hit? Who's going to fumble?
What a dirt. Oh, that's me for sure.
I'm going to do that
That's
too.
just
Okay.
begging for disaster to name names, so I'm just going to leave it blank.
I did raise my hand on the fumble. So hopefully that is true. Hopefully we have a great session here, and I'm getting a chat. The chat's Jack and Coke. Who
Who's
sent
that?
Oh, yeah.
I nailed it.
That was an orange. Here, I'm going to give you a reaction. We're playing over Zoom. Don't ask me why.
Nailed it.
Ramen Coke.
Nailed it.
There we go.
Yeah,
There's-
buddy.
There's my reaction.
Ooh, yeah,
Ooh,
Captain and
wow,
Coke, baby.
that's-
See,
Wow, that's
I'm not
CNC
comfortable
Music
with that.
Factory.
And you guys know we used to
pretty big thumb.
like one of the episodes was released today. It was super awesome, and we just kind of chat at the top of these things. So I really miss it. But in saying that, we have a lot to get through tonight. So it's a good thing people are tuning in. I do want to roll the cold open. You guys want to hear that?
Love
Hell
it.
yeah.
Amazing.
All right, let's check out the cold open, and then Walrus. There's been a request from the afterlife. Well, Thurman's evidently he died again in the last episode.
Spoilers.
No, he just not lived.
Oh.
He didn't die.
Unlived.
He just unlived.
Alive.
Unlived, and
Unlived.
he had some experiences that maybe the DM told him. So we'll come back and let's hear that. Here we go. On last week's episode of the Loaded Dice Rollers podcast.
No, it's Dig Dug. These are Dig Dug sounds.
Oh, they are Dig Dug
Totally
sounds.
Dig Dug sounds.
And you guys end up here.
Oh.
Here's the 2D.
The Fellowship restored the Rod of Decima
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, now we know the answer to that one. That's good.
by going through a two-dimensional demi-subplane.
I'll go in.
Okay, Walrus jumps in there.
That's right. I'm a star whore too.
He gets a star for it.
Yeah. Then he dies.
I'm going to play a sound effect. Let's see here.
Oh no.
Oh,
And you hear him
God,
go in
that's
there.
not good.
You're like, what is going on? And he
Space
disappears.
invaders?
Never heard a sound like that at all. They thwarted a trap. Oh, you're imprisoned. Okay, so
What the?
Wait, what?
everybody but spellcasters walks through it.
Everybody but Spellcast.
Is anybody not?
Now,
Oh, Viv walks through it, no problem.
I'm the only one that
sucks.
Just
You guys all hit like this clunk, and Viv walks through.
everyone's a spellcaster except for me.
And explored their new world.
I like to do up, up, down, down, left, right,
Left,
left,
right, left, right. A, B, B, A.
Nice.
What's happening?
You get a fireball
What
out.
opens?
You're 38.
Nice.
Oh, I got a fireball out. I
Yeah.
can't even do fireball.
There it went. Damn it.
Nice.
But found an anomaly.
Well, that's one thing.
Yeah, it's all one thing.
That doesn't look good.
He needs to get that looked at.
Oh, no.
Oh my
Yikes.
God.
There he is.
That guy has had a shit day.
Gotta take this thing out or rock.
Who wasn't so friendly? He throws 3 pseudopods out.
Throws up 3 what?
Pseudopods.
But the Fellowship was fast to act.
And I start lobbing bolts at it.
Nice.
Natural 20!
Are you serious? Wow.
He's still on fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Picking up where he was last week.
And they showed no mercy.
Natural 20.
Wow, you did it. Nice save.
Very good.
All right, roll
Way
it.
to go.
Yeah.
And wait,
Like jumping and getting really excited.
as well you should. It's a good occasion.
And then it was time to celebrate.
As I continue to walk, can I just like walk, but I'm bouncing the whole time? I'm doing little flips as I go across.
Can I hold down on B and sprint?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You roll a 1? You roll. Yeah, it looks like you rolled a 1. You roll a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
Oh, let's see how good you are about that, Orak.
He falls off.
Falls off. Can I catch him?
And then a clockwork golem monstrosity.
Yeah, but bad news, dude. If this has
Yeah, immune to spells and magical abilities.
oh boy, we're in deep.
Yeah.
We're in deep doo doo.
on it.
That was immune to just about everything. Okay, so that's a critical hit.
That's double damage.
I'm dead.
84.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I'm having a beautiful dream about seagulls and butterflies and things like that.
It ate souls and uses them as a weapon. Here comes the beam.
Will you roll a crit fail?
It's a reflex 38. I got a 26.
Oh no.
Total? Ready?
What are you rolling there, dude? How many dice? Oh shit. What the f?
They killed Thurman tonight.
He's interested in more souls, though, Walrus.
You bastards!
Turns out golems like to be inclusive.
It's a 32.
Okay. Yeah, you're paralyzed for 1 round.
Oh boy. Nice playing with you.
So,
I'm gonna smack him.
They have a reroll that they can give her.
Okay.
He hit.
Ooh. 18. Okay, so that's 54 points of damage.
Whoa.
Oh, those applause because it's dead?
Yeah!
Is that applause because
God, I
it's
hope
dead?
it is.
With the golem defeated, the rod was returned to its rightful owner. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
A rod.
The rod of
There's a
Decima.
rod?
By the way, I grabbed the
Bleep.
rod.
Bleep.
You guys.
That's what I was just trying to do.
She says, what fabric do you weave?
I weave the fabric of life.
I am Decima, the ancient keeper of destiny. That is my rod.
Can I walk over and grab it from him?
I know you
I'm still pretty stupid, so I'm not.
No.
Let's make a check.
13.
4.
Yay!
She grabs a rod,
Destiny reels its head.
and that is where we join the Fellowship of Something Stupid.
And then do a high jump to try to hit a secret block in the air.
Okay, so you do a high jump. Make a roll. Make a
Does a
roll.
vine grow?
It's like a 30, I think.
You hit it. Coin comes out.
Today's my lucky day.
Wow!
In the realm of Decima, that has been completely restored. Nice. Wow.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That was
Awesome.
Awesome.
Wow. How many quarters did we
Wow.
spend on that?
spent-
last
You owe me
Great
20
sound
bucks.
effects.
we
Yeah.
had to
All the
continue
side
like
effects.
100 times.
That was some major quarters.
That was a lot of quarters. You guys did
Wow.
well, though. You
Code.
survived.
Quarter gobbler.
Your cheat code helped though, Jonathan. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
I think it did.
Yeah.
I'm
I was happy to get that fireball off.
gonna throw out to the listeners.
Five.
That Val's here.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Val.
Val.
Yay!
Val.
And Mel's back.
Val, bye, Val. I'm back. I was here the
Mel.
whole time. Sorry, you guys are stuck with me now.
We missed
I'm back.
playing McLeod Ale.
Aw.
We're all stuck at home, but that's okay. And Walrus, Thurman wakes up out of his... We're getting right into it. Do you guys mind?
No.
He wakes
get
up out
into
of his unalive state.
Walrus,
Darman,
I need to speak with you.
I'm here
Come
for
over
you.
here.
Welcome back to the unliving, I suppose.
Thurman kind of leads him away from the others. I've had another nightmare.
Do tell.
It was a nightmare marred in evil of the one we seek to destroy.
The whispering tyrant showed himself again to you, did he?
He did. And in a nightmare, I've experienced 2 very real worlds. One of something that looked like hell, and one of which I can only assume would be heaven for those who understand that world.
Well, tell me what the difference is, because Pharasma's the one that makes those judgments, which way we go.
I was being pulled in 2 directions, ripped apart, as I watched all of you, my only true family, slaughtered in front of me. And a great dark void surrounded by demons, the ones that almost took my life years ago. And I was being pulled into the darkness, where I heard his voice and the whispers of death.
What did he say, Thurman? What did he say?
I had to cut off my other hand that was being pulled. And as I did that, life, it flashed and went in front of my eyes like I've never seen. I was scared for the first time. And as I watched the darkness dissipate, I felt the light. Another voice said, "The choice is yours." And that is all I remember. I remember now waking up and...
Thurman, I understand that's a lot to handle yourself, especially when you keep coming out of these unalive and not alive and whatever states you are. But I guess the big question is, do you think the Whispering Tyrant had a hand in that vision? Wink.
How could you make jokes like that at the time?
I'm trying to diffuse the situation because you're dealing with quite a bit here.
Boris, we must engage Decima. We need to ask her questions and we need to get answers.
Look, we're dealing with an esoteric titan here. I'm not sure
I'm
we're going to get much, but we can
right
add.
Here and can hear you. I am Decima.
He's a god.
Oh, shit.
Right,
Decima.
so why don't you direct your questions upward, and we'll go from there.
Thurman kind of looks up, a little shocked that everything he just said was heard, but maybe not.
I could have told you then wasn't the time to be pointing fingers, but...
Short one, your sound pressure levels move through all the strings, and I get to hear them all. What questions do you have for me?
Decima, as I've learned about the fabric of time and the fabric of life, but I still don't understand how my ancestry fits into this picture. Why me? And why have both of my hands now been taken from me in this twisted fate that I seem to live?
Your fate is you may or may not have two hands.
And what you guys see is, remember, it's turned into a dome. So at first it was quite cropped into like maybe a figurine, the entire Decima plane. But now it's a dome of all the strings, and out protrudes like a figure at a large, but it can also be the whole face within the strings, and it's made from the strings. And so when he's talking, it's, at the end she comes in and kind of like, so she says,
I weave the fabric of life. Travelers, you weave the fabric of time.
And when she's communicating with you, she's not really saying words. It's more like images. And it's important that, Thurman, you collect that the images she's showing you are some things that you got, but probably not from her because it's not the same vibe. So you get auditory and imagery in her communication with you. She says,
what questions do you have?
Who was that golem creature on the other side?
Roll a d20. We're just making all these flat 10s.
5.
Oh, it failed.
Your goddamn business.
Why was your rod taken away? Who has the power to take away such an item from a god?
I am not a god,
she says.
I was tricked, and my rod was taken someplace else. It happened in a mere instant. Mortals do not belong here, and there were other mortals here.
Which mortals? That's my question. Which mortals were here?
There were many fighting amongst themselves.
How did they get here?
They came through their own golden thread, as you did.
So Decima, since you know all these threads of all these different people, I have 2 more questions for you. Show me which thread connects to General Arnestand, and show me which thread connects to the Whispering Tyrant.
I did not cut these threads.
Who can cut the threads?
She pulls up in 2 threads, and they're both cut.
Did you do that?
As I've said, I was tricked, and my rod has been away from me for a long time.
Who has the power to cut the threads of life, or the threads of destiny?
Many things could have happened, but for sure, the balance is out.
How do we help restore it?
Travelers, you weave the fabric of time. Decima weaves the fabric of life.
So then when must we go to restore the balance?
You're only that ever easy.
9.
What do I do with my life? Roll a d20.
I'm going to give a star for Thurman having that great conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Cool. Thanks.
Anybody else have any questions for Decima?
Thurman still has a couple, but I want to give everyone else a chance.
What does it mean when someone's thread is cut? What happens?
The life is over.
The life is over.
Here is yours.
And she pulls out a thread. And Auroch, she twings it. And you feel it like in your core. Like your soul is vibrating. And you realize how dangerous these threads actually are.
Where does their soul go?
That's up to Pharasma.
Well, where does their soul go then? Can't they come back?
She goes in this deep explanation. You guys have a picture. If the listeners are watching on Zoom, you can find this, but you can find it online, the River of Souls. So she explains this image to you in an image. And at once you get what the walrus has been talking about, this river of life and, you know, the afterlife and the birth and like all the cycle, how important it is. And so she shows that to you.
Yeah, what she said. That's pretty much right.
You may not quite get it, but you see material planes, shadow planes, light planes. You see fire, all the elemental planes. You see.
It's a great show.
You see.
Really, still don't know where the soul goes.
That's fair enough.
Still foggy on that.
You worship your god very well. I'll give you a star for that. That was really good. You being your character.
Walrus, what we're seeing.
Oh no, what I'm looking at.
From my studies is the primordial worlds.
Yeah, these are the worlds that were set up after the Great Beyond, and eons before, right?
So, do these threads look the same?
All the threads look the same, and they make up the dome. And the two threads.
What
that are
about
cut,
the ones that are cut?
They're just cut.
Can I take them?
How do you cut?
No, they're just embedded in the fabric of.
How can you cut a thread? How do you do that?
Well, that staff thing.
The staff.
She pulls out golden scissors and she puts the thread in and she goes
like this.
And she snipped. And you think some big fire giant just died. Just
Decima, I have another question for you.
When?
Can you show me the strands belonging to any of the severed six? Are they left?
So, roll a d10 in the meantime.
A d10?
I mean,
Okay.
sorry, d20.
God damn it.
God damn it.
5.
Ugh.
9s and 5s.
She can't quite identify them without their names. You've already said General Artisan. She showed you that one. So the rest of them, she doesn't quite know without their names.
Well, all right. So for that case, then, is there any way that I could roll? Is there any way that I could access me
Can we
knowledge
use a
of
wish?
the family and Arnestan's companions? And
Yeah, you can always use a wish. I don't know if you want to.
I don't know on this.
Yeah.
Is there any way I'd be able to recall that information?
I'm reluctant.
Mel, what do you ask of Decima? She tells you mortals do not belong here, and she appreciates you returning the rod, but mortals don't belong here.
We don't want to be here. We need to know
Yeah,
where
it's
to
not
go
the
next.
first time. But what I'm curious about is how are you able to bend it to your will? And I go over and try and like press against the dome to try and see if I can like push it on the opposite end.
She gives you a high five in the strings. This comes out and
This
she
is
gives you a high
cool.
five.
High five! High five!
She says, I weave.
Travelers, you weave the fabric of time. I weave the fabric of life. There cannot be here without there.
What is your favorite thing about weaving the fabric of life?
It's like lawful.
Excited about?
Yeah, it's just something she does, right? You get an image that it's just, it's being, right?
Yeah.
We all talk about like human being, doing, and having, right? So this is just Decima being.
Decima, we need to move on and do what is next to restore the order. What do we do next?
Okay, yeah, we're good. Roll a d20. It's a d10 flat check. Nice job.
3.
What is with us?
You guys failed all
Only
four.
single digits. Follow-up question, Decima.
You can tell that she didn't quite understand the communication you were trying to ask her.
All right, you go. You try. Somebody else try that same question.
Viv had a question too.
Can
Viv,
I
what was
just
your question?
ask the same question? I didn't hear your response. What was that again?
You have to word it in a different way.
I'm bored. Can we keep moving? What should we do next? You want us out? Show us where to go.
She does have an answer for this. Hang on one second.
You're not paying us by the hour. What do we do next?
Yeah, we're on the clock here, really.
Put this on a time check.
She sends you imagery and sounds that say you cannot stay here.
Yes.
It is not a place for mortals.
Right.
You may be the... Oh, this is important. Sorry. You may be the last of your kind.
That's unfortunate.
Roll a d20.
Jeez.
Everybody or
No, just Mel.
Higher
Just
than a
Mel.
10, please.
Just Mel.
Higher than a 10.
Shit.
7.
Oh my god!
Crackers.
Okay, so I got a follow-up question. Decima, the mortals that were here that were not supposed to be here, that fought the great battle, where did they go? Can you tell us that, and can we go to them?
She says...
Whatever primordial terror that has happened here has also happened there.
And she gives you an image. And it's like out in space.
Out in
space.
Looks like space.
Super helpful, thanks.
Looks like my background right now.
Gotta go to space.
Yeah, it does.
Go to
Actually,
space.
perfect, Tom. Yeah, nice job.
Great, sounds wonderful. Let's go there. Can you send us there? How do we get there? Am I rolling a d10 or a
Sure,
d20?
why not? Let's do it.
Can we please change this, whatever this episode is called?
I rolled
To-
6.
Call it D10.
To roll
did it.
D10.
To roll,
Yeah,
just roll a
roll
Roll
d10.
D10.
Yes.
Just
Not
roll
slightly above average.
And what was your question?
It wasn't a question. It was, well, I said, let's go there. She showed me space. I said, let's go there.
Mortals will not survive there.
Oh, Christ.
So all the mortals that were here went to that place and they didn't survive? Are all their threads cut?
She gives you an image, and you think it's Moria,
Island? Tahiti?
the next sister,
Oh, okay.
the 3 sisters, right, of Nyx.
Mm-hmm.
The next sister, but whatever primordial terror happened here exists there because she doesn't have the communication with Moria anymore.
Then we need to save your
Oh,
sister. So
we
you
need to
can you
save
send us to help
Moria.
your sister? We need to restore your third sister.
Moria was the end and limits to life. So if you're asking about golden threads and all this, any of the sisters can cut them, but she's really the one that controls that.
Then we need
Do
to
we
go
need to-
see her, and can you send us to her?
She said you won't survive there.
Give us what
Has
we can
someone
to survive.
survived?
You guys have any breathing
So
breathing or
No.
Uh,
Thurman
wait,
walks
Let me
up.
look in my bag of
Hey, Spencer, do we need to breathe if you're unalive? If you're unalive?
Well, no, they'll just die.
I have water
You
breathing.
breathe though.
Thurman walks up
I can cast
to
water breathing.
Decima.
Is that what you're talking
How
about?
long does that last for?
I can do 5 creatures underwater for 1 hour.
Ooh. How many of it there are? 1, 2. There's 2,
I have
4,
water skin as well.
7. What does water skin do?
I don't know. I just have it in my gear.
Does
Let
anybody
me
have
check.
resist like cold?
How many wishes do we have left? 3? 2?
Well,
I
hold
have
on a second.
I have 3. 2. I have
Resist
3.
cold.
2, and I have 1.
Yeah, but I can also shapeshift
I
to
have
resist
2.
cold. I can
DM.
do, like a white
And
dragon.
Analith has 1.
A what?
A what? A wish?
Yes, you have
Yeah,
a wish,
so yeah.
Analith. So we have
DM.
4 wishes altogether.
Thurman is going to walk up to Decima close.
Well, it doesn't take
And-
much.
and-
She's everywhere.
and- I know, but get on his knees to her physical self
I have 5.
and get on his knees. And,
Wait, that means
and-
you're only like a foot off the ground, dude.
I
right?
know. It's very sad. And look up to her.
So 3 inches.
Decima.
You're really tall.
I'm gonna give her all 3 inches.
Water skin
Decima.
is nothing important. It's just animal
Yes.
bladder.
We all need your wisdom, and we need to know where you need us to go to put this evil in a place where it cannot hurt you, your sister, or anyone again. And we need you to grant us powers for our journey so that we can survive and so that we can facilitate.
Wait, that's 2 words now? Shit.
So we can-
20. Hold on.
Facile.
Shut up. So we can fulfill our destiny and your destiny.
Shorter word, fulfill.
She gives you shapes, and they're like vast, small universes contained in like a sort of a gaseous space, and then gives you other shapes of creatures that battle them. That sort of look like dragons, or,
Hey.
serpent dragon things.
Oh, hold on. You're breaking up there. Hold on. I missed that part.
Oh, nice. And then she gives you images of abstract forms that swirls of quintessence dance through their interacting with each other. Their bodies almost uniform and dense in composition, and rarely harmful to touch. Some are even vaguely adaptive to a humanoid form, but only vaguely. They are all faceless. She says,
I can no longer see the ends of the fabric of life. This means something has happened that threatens the universe. There is no longer balance. To stop the threads will bring a darkness on the material and mortal planes.
Yeah, we heard that.
Or do we go to the black space? How can we live there and fight this thing?
To stop the threads will for sure bring a darkness that will plague the material and mortal planes. You cannot stay here. This is not a place for mortals. You may be the last of your kind. I have created a portal that will deliver you to your destiny.
And Tom, as Thurman looks into it, he sees like...
Do you have any cool magic stuff to give us before we go through this thing?
She's not emotional about any of it, by the way. The fact that she was like, it's just life.
Whoa. What's that? that is Cunic. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Spencer, if she's seen we're the last of our kind, is she implying that like we're in the future?
But she did imply that you might be the last.
Sauron.
The last.
Well, ask her to show me the thread of General Xavier back at home.
Roll a D10 and get a 5 or above.
Oh, okay.
What is up with these D10s?
I don't know.
I know.
I got a 5.
Just plucky.
What'd you get?
MacLeods is kicking
I got a 5. You said 5 or above, right?
You're looking at the general?
Yes.
It still seems to be intact. She says, "Here it is."
Oh, okay. So
And you
we're not the last
weep
of our kind
openly.
then.
You wrap it around yourself and just kiss it.
But she says she cannot predict the end of the thread.
Oh, okay.
It's just these two have been cut.
So for ours, or the only one, like, she can't see the end of it. Is it a common thing to be able to not see the end of the thread?
Are you worried about that?
Are you worried about
The threads, she only looks at how long the threads are. So for her, it's like the length of thread. It's not the
So she's used to being able to
The
see
width
a
counts
lot of
too,
like
honestly.
threads.
length.
Yeah,
and
she
width.
never sees the end or limit, but you see
she
that.
doesn't see the end.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's just like looking for the girth.
Yeah, you see the girth has been
That's
snipped.
what I'm saying.
Okay, cool.
Shorn. Really. Shorn.
Castrated, really.
So she shows you this portal,
How big is it?
and she says your destiny is through there.
Is there anything we need before we go through there? Do you have anything for us?
You will not survive beyond the portal
She said.
Why?
because it is simply space.
Can we get another portal then to a different place that will eventually take us to the same place that doesn't have to do with
This
space?
seems to have been pre-prepared. I don't know.
Hold on, you're telling us. You're telling us though that that's where we need to go, but we won't survive there.
Right.
So then, I guess the only thing to answer your question, Oric, that we need to go is faith.
Well, maybe we can use a wish and say, I wish I could breathe in space forever.
Star
Ooh,
for,
yeah, I'll
for
take that.
walrus. That's chilling.
That's chilling. It's chilling, it is.
Chilling.
Well, I don't know. There might be aliens out there. Maybe.
Yeah, it's space.
Aliens.
I think we
Aliens.
should go.
But we need to breathe, my friend.
I also don't like space.
I'm a
It's
big
hard
fan of my
places.
life, and jumping into a space portal randomly doesn't seem like a very wise thing to do.
I mean, there. Can we see how many people that have been sent to this place?
Right, is there like passport stamps or something?
Yeah.
Will roll a d20, please.
Sorry, give me just 1 second.
Yeah, the
Li-
visa.
life-
You have to have life bubble, which nobody ever.
I have to have a certain like level of life insurance to
well-
like or a low enough life insurance policy to be able
I
to
don't think
go.
I even-
So-
What is life bubble? Is that what level is that? That's like
Life
7.
bubble.
air bubble.
It's
I don't
not.
think they, I don't think
right?
they have that in this.
It's fucking. It's insane.
Oh wait,
I
maybe they
don't
do.
want to go in space.
Well, no. I mean, listen.
It's
We
gonna
can't.
be-
We can't
we're
jump
not gonna-
through
we're
that
just
thing
gonna be at
until
the
we know
will.
where we're going.
Lack of
We
control.
lost a minute air bubble.
Let's go somewhere else.
Just a minute.
Okay, I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Whoa, E2.
Let's go somewhere else. Can we go
Okay.
somewhere else?
Where are we going?
Not
well,
space.
you're gonna roll a 20. Will
Rolling a 20. Okay.
maybe get some more.
Am I modifying it at all?
No, just 10.
We
10 or
need to
above.
figure out a way to get there. And then obviously, we need to
6.
go there.
Okay, you get no answers.
Wow.
Okay.
You're
Why
bad
can't she
little-
bring her
You guys
to
have all
us?
failed all these checks as for
I know.
Walrus, roll. This is a religion check.
I did
so.
realize that I was rolling a d12
A religion
instead of a
check?
d20 when I
Okay,
did
so
ask.
re-roll. You and Walrus. Walrus go first.
All right, look, am I rolling a D10 or a D20?
Whichever you want. Just
All right, I'm
Doesn't
gonna roll,
matter.
you roll a
whichever
d6
you
and
want.
my
get a
friend.
4, 5, 6. Get out of here. All right, Mel, it's up to you.
Fail.
Hey,
Moving
Spencer,
on.
I found an item by Pathfinder 2 called bottled air.
Yeah.
You read that?
Yeah, bottled air.
An 11.
I think Mel might have had that.
That'll work. That works.
I got an 11.
Yeah.
So Mel's eyes light up. She gets this like image, and she says, "To you guys, this portal will take us to the Antipode River of Energy."
I had one of those ones.
It's the smartest and clearest that you guys have ever heard me speak.
It's like espresso, but like a lot.
Espresso.
Yeah, espresso.
Its energy is planular quintessence. Quintessence is a philosophy aligned with material that makes up the outer planes. It has innate potential for shape and state, and it's reactive to prevailing beliefs. So what Walrus said about fate might actually have something to do with it. You can recreate with the material.
After I say this, I pass out.
Okay.
For
She
like
just
a
passes
minute.
out halfway through.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
After I say it, because that's like the smartest that I've ever been. It took a lot of energy
an
to really get
exhausting-
to that point. It's an exhausting thing to think.
She's like,
So, Tom, to you, in some of your images that Decima had been sharing with you while you were unalive, she says,
Again, I can no longer see the ends to the threads of life. To stop the threads means darkness has plagued the material and mortal planes. You must do something. I cannot leave.
Walrus.
she also warns you about there's a few entities that she flashes in your head that handle things like rips and fabric and like time distortions and like planes, like, you know, like keeps the first world from the material world. There are these creatures and beings. There's 3 different types that she flashes. They're not alien. They're just of the universe. They've been here before the gods. Yeah.
The elders or the eldest?
I wouldn't even say that. I mean, it's not that they're immortal. They just handle the universe. Oliver's here.
Oliver's here.
What's up, buddy?
Hey. Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Oliver.
Ollie.
3 stars for Oliver. Hey, roll a d20, Oliver. Roll a d20. Tell us what you get.
D20, Oliver.
That's right. Roll a 20 cent.
D20. Daddy,
Yeah.
where is it?
Yeah,
The
good.
Oliver,
dodecahedron.
where is the
Oliver, we've been rolling terrible all night. We need
Yeah.
you to roll a good
Let
one.
us know what
Somebody
number
roll
it
a
is.
16.
Wow.
Whoa, much
Oliver.
better than your
The
dad.
best roll all night.
Oliver
Yeah,
discovers
that's the best roll we've had so far.
We've had all night.
he discovers eons, which are inscrutable family of monitors who serve the perseverance of balance throughout the great beyond. The planes that make up the multiverse. They reinforce order and tinker with the fabric of planes in an effort to maintain a balance beyond the knowledge of mortals.
See, that was exactly what I was going to say just a moment ago. Do I need to roll deception?
No, it's all good. You guys have figured out a lot of it. I mean, you kind of screwed up some of the questions, but...
So, because we rolled so well.
Decima says,
I warn you, go with faith,
Go with faith. So we should.
That was what I said a while ago.
but go with wisdom.
We should just jump through this hole.
when she says
randomly.
faith, it's Walrus's face, and he says, we have to have faith in your mind. That's what he said.
Oh,
but,
no.
But she says go with wisdom, too, which means prepare.
Also, also a good thing for me. Yeah, right. The faith that we have is that our gods give us our the minds and the free will to think for ourselves.
For the first time in a GMMacleod campaign, we're going to space.
We're going to space.
Whoa!
We've actually
gotta go to space.
never been off
space,
the planet.
Space.
We've never been off DeLorean. Yeah. You guys are setting all sorts of records. This is really cool.
Wait, are we going Starfinder on this right now?
We're going Starfinder. Let's do it.
I like this season because we're doing just all kinds
Wait,
of
is this the
genres. Is all of
crossover
a sudden,
episode?
can I get a lightsaber next?
It's just a
I want a
Yes.
lightsaber.
Lightsabers are
I
awesome.
want a lightsaber.
I want a lightsaber.
Oh,
I
I
called
want
dibs.
rocket launchers. I want those. Those are fun.
So what do you guys do before you go into this portal?
Wishes?
The Thurman
Do
looks
you
at
have to say it?
looks at the group and says, "I should go first."
Thurman, wait. We're not going anywhere.
For
think
wishes,
Viv's
do we
thinking-
have to say it?
Yeah, Viv's thinking the
Yeah.
right way. I think
You
we
gotta
have to
do the wish.
I think we have to call on a higher power.
Do we have
Or-
to say the wishes, or do I haven't seen you guys do a wish before, but I'm not too sure if I can think it or if you have to say it out loud.
You have to ask the ring what you want the wish to do, Viv.
Out
It's
loud.
very potent. And be careful how you freeze it.
Trust me, be careful how you phrase it, because he's going to count every word.
Can I phrase it I'm going to type this up first.
I'll be back.
I'm going to write this down. Let me be right back.
I'll be right back.
But that's really smart of her, because it requires a lot to cast the words into a wish. It's like one of the best things about D&D or Pathfinder or whatever you're playing, in how you construct a wish. It's very literate. It does what it says. And it's not something to be thrown away, as some have done in games in the past.
That's just not pointing any fingers.
Who are you looking at, Spencer?
I've done it before.
Is that a wink, wink, Spencer?
Yes. No, wink. Look at her mini. Look
If
how
I
cool
say
she looks.
fellowship of something stupid, would that umbrella us?
Yes.
Okay.
You could say
including Analith?
Yeah, it gets the picture of you.
I'm part of the group now?
I just double checking.
No, not for long. She's asking
I need to
specifically
type
to make sure that you're
down.
extracted.
Ah, damn it.
Does he have a ring as well? He has a wish on
He
him.
does. He's part of our 4. We have a net of 4 right now. Net of 4 wishes.
Can we strap him down and take that ring off?
I feel like he should be making this wish. Yes.
I think he should be
making this wish. Yes.
I'd rather let the NPC use this.
Because you know his wish is going to be, I wish to go home to my general.
Yeah. Analith. Listen, Analik. Here's a question for you. We need to move on. We can't stay here forever. You want to go to the next spot, but we don't want our lungs to explode, as is wont to happen when there's no air in a vacuum. So perhaps you'd be open to wishing that not to be the situation.
It'd be worth a star. Analyst.
There you go.
Oh, why am I not just typing this in the chat?
It's worth a star.
I wish I could.
Where are we going that there's no...
Yeah, you wish you could, but what's the but there, boy?
But when I was given this ring, the note said from the general to hold on to this ring under any circumstances. Maybe it'd be our last wish that we'll ever use.
No, listen. And I look him straight in the eye. I'm fairly certain, Analyst. And I say his name the right way, without any sort of
no analyst
twist. Or no analyst, no anal lick.
Lift.
You've always respected him.
Anal lift.
Yeah.
Analyst. I'm quite certain that the last ring, or the last wish, is in this ring here. So trust me when I say that it's very important that we use these the right way, but you're doing exactly what your general told you to do.
I agree.
Hold on to it for something important, and this is that time.
Uncle Walrus, though, those are some kind words. Give me your ring and I'll give you mine, so I'll have the last wish ring.
All right.
Walrus, do you want me to have the claw?
So now you can use
rip it
my
off
ring
his
to make the
finger?
wish, and I have your ring as the last wish ring.
Oh, no.
So then let me
No,
give
no,
you my
no,
ring,
we're not
and
doing
then
that.
you
No,
can
no,
give me
no,
your ring.
No, wait.
Thank you.
I mean, you don't want to
Say
wish.
the wish, Uncle Walrus, and we are ready.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Let us put all the rings on
Let's
the
just
Okay,
series
I'm
of
gonna
cups and mix them up.
sidebar this real quick. When we go through the portal, Fellowship of Something Stupid is unable to breathe. I wish for you to use Analyst's ring to be able to allow the entire party for the
But then
remainder
you're burning
of
them
being
both,
space.
though.
Yeah, so
You're
she
burning them
burnt.
both.
You see it, and it's amazing.
No, this is sidebar. I'm
And
spitballing. That's why I said sidebar.
Viv, if there's a
I'm
way,
gonna let you off. I'm gonna let you off with that one.
if there's a way to maximum screw us on that, yeah, he'll do it. He'll be like, "Great, you burned 2 wishes to do that."
Right.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
that's why
wish for that ring.
And
That's why it's very specific.
what if we do that and then replace with Analyst's?
No, hold on,
wish
Jonathan.
ring?
Do you have a wish on your ring, John?
So actually, ironically, I don't think I can remove the ring because we said there was a special component to this one that's particularly strange.
For you.
In general, but I do have a wish on it.
Oh,
but
okay.
I need to hang on to this because
He's pretty sure there was
there's a direction from a from a higher power
that's
that there's a specific use for
You're
this wish.
gonna need it in the big boss battle.
What,
Probably.
does Viv have 2 wishes on her ring? Is that what it is?
She does.
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, then use one of
okay.
yours.
Eugenie opens up a cask of whale and starts drinking.
You, Jenny, I
Important.
need you.
Yeah, why don't you give us a cool magical ability
Be
like
wiser to have
the
3
Fellowship
rings
of
of
something
wishes versus
stupid,
just 2.
no longer to breathe air whenever they so choose.
Actually,
Why don't we
that's,
just have
that's
the
a pretty
claw
cool request
Rip
right
it
there,
off
actually.
his finger. I can just send a claw to rip it off his finger.
Well, no, I think the
Yeah,
wish could be that the
there's-
Fellowship of Something Stupid could breathe in any environment. That's simple.
I mean, technically we can breathe in that environment. We just don't breathe well.
The only thing is that, like, breathe comfortably. And then on top of that, like, why can't we just add, like, and also is unable to take any damage for the following 10 minutes? Like, why can't we combine these things? I haven't been here for a wish before, so I'm trying to, like, stack as much as I can.
Well, you know, ultimately you're at the discretion of the DM that can twist your words. So
There's a pretty cool item in Pathfinder too, like the bottled air item. Actually, it's cool. Do you know about that, Spencer? Do you want to tell them about that?
Will it also help you with the cold, resisting cold?
Oh, no.
That's right.
It's negative 240 degrees out there.
Oh,
I do have
FYI.
a pretty baller cold resistance.
Yeah, but you don't have that much cold resistance.
That's why I said and unable to take hit points.
Well, no, but you should say.
Here's my 2 cents, Viv. The way that you phrase this is that the Fellowship of Something Stupid is able to survive comfortably in any environment. Comfortably is in there.
Right.
Survive is in there. Any environment, it should cover this.
Think about negatives.
Yeah.
Think about any negatives associated with saying that.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll.
Which means Spencer immediately has something called to mind.
Hold on. Why are we trying to make it so general? Just say that in space that we can exist like we would if we were on land in the whole thing. Because I think if we try and make it too big, like, because the thing is, a wish is just a spell, so you have parameters. Like, it can't be overreaching. It can't, be some crazy, like, universal thing. It has to be reasonable.
You can't give Spencer an in to warp it in some way that's going to.
Oh, you can make it mega
screw us.
powerful. It all has to do with words.
Let's just hire a lawyer.
But there are limits. You
Write
can
up a
wish for
charter for us.
a level. You can wish for a level.
Do we know exactly who went through by name to this portal, Spencer, before us?
She created the portal for you.
But I mean, as far as you said, people
nobody's
went through
passed
this portal.
through this portal.
She made this for us.
Yeah.
She just opened this up,
And
right?
If you were futuristic or perhaps maybe Starfinder, you would know that she opened up a Stargate for you. Yeah, it's not really a portal,
Good
but
show.
for your guys' eyes, it's like the Indians seeing Christopher Columbus's ships coming into land. It's like, what? So you just associate it with the portal. So it looks like this to you, right? Looks like a big vagina with legs.
Nice.
But it's you know what? Look, we were all thinking it, but you didn't have to say it.
It's a. What is it? Well, it's a.
We said it was cunic.
Yeah.
Opposed to phallic.
Yeah, tunic. Poor Melch isn't a. Well, Annalith, you could make this wish.
I don't think I thought this hard.
Yeah.
I'm just scared what to say.
I'm tired,
I know.
like, just trying to, like.
And I think I'm gonna leave this episode a little unedited because really, if you're listening and you're this deep into this podcast with us, this episode
Like, I
38,
bet, like,
and
you
their
guys
wishes.
right now are hearing us right now, like, I know you guys are gonna say it in the fucking comments.
But I just
like,
well, maybe
you
we
guys
should
are
just
gonna
say.
like type it out.
No, why don't we say
Please
this?
type it out for me to.
Mel.
The Fellowship of Something Stupid should not suffer any negative effects from being in space, including not being able to breathe, cold, etc. And another thing that we didn't imagine. So
I love
no
this.
negative effects.
Leaving Richmond track. This is our new wish thinking track.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, yeah,
I love
wish
it.
thinking. Yeah.
Not Richard Pierre.
Full of wish
It's
thinking.
Not
Jordan.
Richard Pierre.
Yeah, it's Jordan.
Because basically, we just want to breathe in space and not suffer damage from the cold. That's what we're trying to wish for.
So a wish spell can replicate any other spell below it, obviously. And Mel, there is probably a way that you can tango your conversation to getting the cold protection and the breathing protection, but you really have to
Yeah,
be.
it's cold and protection, but at the same time, like space, you're going to implode.
I mean, because like for example, if Kurt phrased it like he did, you guys might just be.
I think technically we would explode because we are being pulled outwards from the vacuum, not being
Well, you're going
pushed
to be like
inwards from the
pushed
pressure.
out. You're going to like
you could
blow
become
up, pretty
clockwork.
much.
Like there's other repercussions to making a wish, right?
Can I be like
Kurt's like, I'll be a
Wally in Pixar?
Yeah, you could be Wally on the outside of his spaceship.
Wally.
Maybe we wish to have the traits
Yeah,
of an undead.
Yeah,
but I don't know if
maybe
Walrus
maybe
wants
she
that.
can wish for 2 lower spells like air bubble and resist
Communal.
energy or something like that.
Communal?
Yeah.
Well, technically it says you can do 1, but if you phrase it perfectly, and the rules god is here to help
Right.
negotiate that with me.
Okay. How much damage would outer space give you, like per round?
All of it? It's like an 250 cold damage. Imagine everything else damage. It's just cold.
That's our Guardians of the Galaxy when they're kicking out everybody out of the ship, right?
Yeah,
Instant
but-
death.
I mean, we don't have the qualities of Gamora either.
And Will can take it for a while because he's drunk and his blood's full of alcohol.
Yeah, that makes him colder and not recognizing how cold he is.
It's cold.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you generally lost track of what everybody was saying for like the last 20 or 30 minutes anyway, so he's just removing himself from the equation.
So,
yeah, we can wish for the immunities to cold damage, cold effects, maybe.
Immune to cold.
And then we got, I guess, if we do 2 wishes, or I don't know, we got to rephrase the oxygen one a little bit cleverly.
You may be able to fit it in 1 if you do it right.
Yeah, I would just say it's like we'd like the fellowship of something stupid to be immune to cold and able to breathe in space.
But it's
To
just cold
be
and
able
breathing.
to survive
there's-
comfortably in space, or
Why can't we
survive
just ask
completely
to
in
be
space.
clockworks
without any-
until we leave space?
Tom said 1 key.
Oh, no.
word. Tom had a quick key
Survive completely,
Survive comfortably. That's what it's comfortably. Yep.
or survive completely, or survive comfortably in space.
Okay. All right, Mel. Should we give you a timer, or is it going to go to analyst?
No.
Can someone type it?
Say completely.
I'm not gonna give it.
I'd much rather Analith make this spell anyway. Or
Yeah,
make this
why
wish.
can't
Where's it going?
Analith make it?
Well,
my theory is-
Will,
since-
roll a 20, 10 or above. It goes to Analyth.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, roll to high.
20 or
Will.
above, you said? 20 setter?
No, 10 or above.
10 or above
10
on
or
a 20
above.
setter.
And this is me rolling it, right?
Wait,
Yeah,
friends. Wouldn't it be wiser to have 3 separate wish rings always at hand and available versus just 2?
Oh, that is
No.
true. That,
Go ahead,
that
roll.
makes a lot of
Cast
sense.
mine.
20.
Oh,
With
you're
one
rolling
ring
that
with 2.
20.
Yeah, of all the occasions, roll a 20. Great.
It
Time to make
continues
a wish,
again.
anal lick.
Analyth, Decima intervenes and she says,
I have detected you have extraordinary power. It is there to be used.
That ring, stupid.
you get the flash that it's you making the wish, like in the future, and
Oh,
then
really?
you get 2 images because you always get 2 images that juxtapose each other. You get one of you guys floating dead in space, and one of you guys all alive in space.
Nice.
Don't f this up, Analic.
Remember, nobody's left. it's only you guys. Although the threads are intact, so that's promising.
So just to
gotta go
reconfirm,
somewhere.
you have to vocally say it.
Yes, you
Yes.
have to state "I wish" and then blank.
Well, the
Whatever.
good news is you don't have to say anything, Viv, because
And
Analic
ands
is
don't
blowing
usually.
up.
If it's an and, that means it's additional wish. So just you know.
What about supported by?
Well, I mean, you make the wish.
Survive
Analyst's going to make the wish, I
completely.
think.
Or survive
I know,
comfortably.
but I'm giving options. Reassured by.
I want to go home. I wish to go home.
If he does that, I'm going to hunt him
I
down.
wish for all of the wrongs in our plane and other
Hunt him
planes to
down
be
and kill him.
corrected.
Oh my God.
What if Analyst just goes,
I will hunt him down and kill him.
I wish to go home. He's on Chiton. You're in the elven city of Chiton.
No.
Beautiful.
That's what I was. Does that sound alright, guys? What I wrote?
Oh, we got a chat. I'm not even going to look. It's up to you guys. I think this is fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it
was trying to
looks
figure out
right,
how
but
to
the-
do a
the-
chat
I don't
without
think you
censoring.
need to say and
And-
myself.
The and.
Don't say
Spencer's
myself?
saying that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or I got to say and if we're doing between cold and breathing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
We should have a
that's I
time
think Thurman
on
said
that.
because saying to be the ability to survive in space encompasses all of those things.
But we also have to do a time on that.
Oh,
Why?
okay.
Because
so-
if it says that, it could happen for 1 minute and that's it. Like if we say like for the remainder of being there.
whenever we're in space.
I don't think you're wrong, but I think that the Spencer wasn't even thinking that until you just said that just now. And he's
I
like,
like
oh,
that.
now I
That's
can
the
put
star
a time.
from Mel.
Yeah, and he's like, now
Star
I can
from
put.
Mel.
Yeah, right.
Star from Mel.
She
Good
does
job,
deserve
Mel.
the star, but she also put the idea in your head.
You can't say "and." That's the problem, Tom. We need to be able to say the wish for the fellowship of something stupid to be able to survive comfortably in space.
Moving forward.
Indefinitely.
Completely comfortably.
There actually is a perfect answer to all this, but I'm not gonna. I love you guys. I love you guys.
We can put it both.
This
there.
might be the best episode.
clockwork
Just figuring out a wish.
Space.
More and more, this is starting to sound like the Bill
like
Clinton legal defense.
Should we?
Yeah, or the riddle session.
Why
between
won't we
Bilbo
just
and
wish
freaking-
we go
for
to break?
us to skip the point
Back
and
with
go?
the wish?
Like, why do we have to go to space? Why can't we just wish for her to be here?
You're gonna
Let's do a
turn it
quick
out
break,
the other way.
Spence, and then come back with the wish.
We're gonna kill our viewers with our listeners.
Yeah,
with
of course. I mean, it's a cliffhanger, right?
Let's
Hey,
go.
what the hell's that
Don't
dude?
need a
I'm
beer.
tempted to just run through that thing at this point.
Hold on, what the hell's that dude doing up there? That clockwork.
Oh, yeah. He's not there. You guys.
Oh, yeah, right. He's not there.
Spence, what
My
is
ass,
that?
he's not there.
Sorry, I backed out too much.
Uh huh.
Yeah, well, I've heard that.
He's
before.
watching. He's just like he's placing bets with his other guys. He's like, wait, watch.
So you guys are gonna think about your wish.
I hate wishing.
It's the hardest thing to do, man.
It is?
I haven't
Oh,
seen it
it's-
happen.
It's always a blessing and a
IRL.
curse at the same
Oh,
time.
It's always just it's so messy.
It's easy to fuck up. Whoops.
Uh,
We don't have the
I got-
money to
wait,
push
I got-
on
I got-
Like, get rid of one
Actually-
Baylor and get two instead.
Does that sound all right?
there
What I
you go.
wrote?
I would
go. Thank
probably
you for it.
replace.
The
All
second
right.
one I wrote.
Mel, we're gonna do the wish live. Or what are we doing it? We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't miss out. Press that subscribe button. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Loaded Dice Rollers and at GMMacleods.